What's up guys, thank you for clicking on the video. So today's video is all about intermittent fasting. So I was asked a question by a friend the other day, what is intermittent fasting? So I thought, why not make a video on it and tell you guys what intermittent fasting is. So I'm going to give you a really simple version of what intermittent fasting is, but really and simply, it is literally just a period of time where you fast. So there's so many different types of fasting out there. There's the 24-hour fast. So say you eat your last meal at 8 p.m. You won't eat your next meal till 8 p.m. the next day. So you have whole 24 hours where you fast. That is quite a long time. I don't think I'd ever be able to do that. I'd be way too hungry. But that is one way of fasting. There's the warrior fast. And then there is the most popular and common fast, which is the 16 to 8 fast. You fast for 16 hours and then you have an 8-hour window where you can eat. So just like eating 6 meals a day, it is not a diet, it is just a way of eating. So don't get it confused. It is not a diet. You literally just eat in an 8-hour window. There's nothing different. You still eat the same calories and you can eat the same food if you want to, but it means that you can have bigger meals and less meals. So I'm going to take you through the pros and the cons of intermittent fasting. So guys, the pros of intermittent fasting are, number one, it is simpler. So rather than meal prepping 5-6 meals a day, rushing around, getting it ready in the morning, you could just fast till say 2 p.m. and then eat all your meals in an 8-hour window till 10 p.m. and make it a lot simpler. You don't have to worry about meal prepping and all that rubbish. And number two, which goes along with this, is cheaper because you won't have to make so many meals. And you won't be buying food out and you won't be snacking as much because you've got less time to eat. It'll be cheaper and you can just have bigger meals which don't cost as much as having all these little meals that you normally have. Number three, it increases insulin sensitivity. So normally while you sleep, your glucose and glycogen levels start to deplete a little bit. So when you have breakfast in the morning, you use that to fill them stores back up and use that as energy throughout the day. But when you're in a fasted state, you won't be able to fill them back up, so your body will have to find energy from somewhere else. So it will go to your cells and use the fat stored in them cells as energy, therefore helping you lose weight. And also, while you're in a fasted state, your body becomes more sensitive to insulin. So the more sensitive you are to insulin, the better your body will use the food you put into it as energy and help you build more muscle and lose weight a lot better. Number four, reduces snacking. So the first reason for this is because you have a very small time frame to eat, so you fill that with bigger meals. But also, normally when you eat food, it makes you want more food. So when you're fasting, you won't be having that urge to eat more food because you'll be in a fasted state. Number five, your body will adapt. So most of us are used to eating very early in the morning and then eating a few meals throughout the day. But your body will adapt very fast to intermittent fasting, and you don't have to do it every single day. It's not a diet. You can choose when you want to do it. It's just a way of eating. So I tend to do it more on weekends. I fast till like 3-4 p.m. and then eat in an 8-hour window and then go to sleep. But it's entirely up to you. You can do it every day, but you don't have to. But your body will adapt and get used to it. I do it at least once a week. You can try it and see how you feel. So guys, now time for the cons. So number one is schedule. So we all have different lives and we all have a different schedule. So some of us are really busy, some of us have really laborious jobs, so we'd have to eat a big meal in a day to give us energy for that job. But some of us work in offices or don't start work till late, so that would be perfect for intermittent fasting because you won't need as much energy. And some of us like to work out early in the morning and have a fasted workout because that is actually better for us and can help weight loss. But it's entirely up to you. We all have different lives and we all have different schedules. So you just have to see what works for you. Intermittent fasting might work for you or it might not. But as I said, it's not a diet. You don't have to do it every single day. So one day you can do it, another day you cannot. It's entirely up to you. Just work out your schedule. Number two, it's hard to start. You have to get your mind in the right place to be able to fast for that period of time because we all get hungry. Especially if we're used to eating meals very early in the day, your body will want food. So you just have to get used to it and push through, and eventually it'll become easy and you'll be able to do it more often. But it's very hard to start especially with the hunger. So try it, see how you feel. Number 3, social lives. So some of us might not be able to fast all the time because our social lives won't let us, and we have to go out and eat with people and see people, and we won't be able to fit it all in that 8-hour window. So that could be a problem. It all depends on your life. So number 4, it can decrease your mood, your energy, and your performance. We all know this. We're going to be hungry. You're in a fasted state, you haven't got any food, and you're low on energy. So you're going to be hangry. We all get hangry. Me especially, I get super duper hangry. So we'll get used to it, but your body just has to adapt, and once you eat, you'll be fine. But it may affect your performance and your energy levels. So if you want to lift in the morning, I suggest doing it quite early, because if you're halfway through your fast, you might not have loads of energy. But it's all down to you. So you have to see how you are. Also, the fast includes your sleep. You're not fasting for 16 hours awake. Some of that could be asleep. So you could be sleeping for 9 hours and then have 7 hours where you don't eat, and then you eat. It's not 16 hours of you being awake. Just wanted to clarify that. Number 5, it's hard to do when bulking. It's better for you when you're cutting or maintaining because you have lower calories, but when you're bulking, your calories are going to be a lot higher. So eating 3,000 calories plus in an 8-hour window could be hard. You could fill it with junk food or very high calorie foods, but most of the time you're going to want to stretch it out because your stomach will be bloated and you won't feel the best. I just want to say quickly as well, when you're fasting, you can't eat anything, but you can drink black coffee, tea and water, but you can't add anything to it because that defeats the whole purpose of the fast, and that will spike your insulin. So guys, that was the pros and cons of intermittent fasting. That was my simple version. If you want to know more, go on Google, type in intermittent fasting, and there are so many articles with a lot of science behind it that will tell you exactly what intermittent fasting does. But that was the basic version. I really hope that version helped you if you didn't have any idea what it was. But I do use it because eating 6 meals a day, 7 days a week gets boring. So on the weekends, I might fast till 4 p.m. and then fit high calorie meals in the afternoon because it's the weekend and I will enjoy myself a little bit. But that's just me. You have to see what works for you and give it a go if you never have and see how you feel. Let me know if you ever have done intermittent fasting and your opinions on it down below. But if you enjoyed this video, guys, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.